Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is RDDC here. Yep, it's been a minute since I made a video. But obviously you know what this one's about. It's right there in the title. Those who've been watching my Instagram have already seen the car. But, I just wanted to give you a little history for those brand new to the channel. This will be my 7th BMW. I'm, close to a 20-year, BMW veteran, from the days of my 1992 318 IS to my 1994 318i, the four-door, from my two 1995 M3s, one being manual, one being automatic. The automatic was my daily driver. And I still own the 95 M3. It's sitting in my garage right over here. It's actually being rebuilt to go back to factory. So because prices are climbing and I'd rather have it at factory. So, to my 2003 M3, the E46 model, to my 2008 M3 that I actually still own. It's right over here. So, and that leads us to the new car, which is the new BMW i8. So, yep, this is the new one right here. So I'll take it out of the garage here just a little bit, kind of show you, but you can see how disarray that my 95 is. But yeah, I picked up an i8. So of course it's used. Anybody's watched my channel, they know I only buy used BMWs. Why did I buy used? I was charging it over here. Well, I buy used because you can get them half price. I got this one for 60% off. That's right, folks, 60% off. $150,000 car. I picked it up for $66,000. So it was really a no-brainer. And I absolutely love this car. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on this car. But it's actually it's pretty gorgeous, man. BMW has outdone themselves on this one. You got the Falcon doors. That's what they call these things. And I mean, this is just a thing of beauty. The interior is, typical BMW, newer style interior, but you got the Indiglo. You can see it going on there. Really just looks futuristic all the way around. The car is absolutely phenomenal. You got the Indiglo right here, also. But this thing is it's really cool. I'm just really glad that I've reached a time or whatever in my life where I could finally afford one. And I'm completely happy with my purchase. And there's a lot of people that would disagree and say, "Oh, Mike, well, why don't you get this car? Why don't you get that car? An Audi R8 or Tesla? And I'll go into those more in the other videos of why I didn't choose those type of cars. But to be honest with you, I really like this car. It's something I really never saw myself getting. I've always had this used Ferrari in my mind here, and I don't know why I had that. I think it was just a stigma of just wanting a Ferrari, but I never really imagined getting one of these. And what happened is I was looking at the prices the other day. I've been wanting a new car. But talking to my wife about a new car. I mean, my M3's been paid off for a couple of years now. I think 3 years now. And I just wanted something, I don't know. I just wanted a new car. I mean, I love the M3, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got 171,000 miles now. That's my wife's little Fiat 500. Dirty. But this car is just in a league all by itself. I mean, look how gorgeous this thing is. It's called a Sophisto. I know this is black right here, but this is gray, so you can see it. The different. They call it Sophisto Gray Metallic. It's pretty cool. These taillights just look cool. Looks all 3D-ish in there and stuff. I mean, overall, this car it's a work of art. It's beauty, man. And I mean, I'm really happy to have this thing. I'll pop open a trunk for you here to show you how not any trunk space you have here. But is the car practical? I mean, of quasi-practical. This is my bag for work here. Nice, cool, clear bag, so they can see everything inside your bag, and it's cleaner and approved. But that's all that could fit in there. You know, maybe, you know, one or two, a couple grocery bags, but not much at all. You notice how there is a window right here. You see it? It's a window right here, kind of like a windscreen on the Z4. But the gasoline engine is under here. And you can see the carbon fiber here. It's carbon fiber reinforced plastic. So it's pretty cool. It's I think they call it a life module or a life pod is what BMW calls it. It's really just a carbon fiber monocoque. It's really the technical name for it. But it's all around here. And if you were to smash this thing up or replace it, it's $34,000 just for the monocoque itself. So, and it runs around all through here. Right here, you can see it. It's pretty cool here. I mean, it's all kind of 3D-ish. So the roof also, if you can see, let me see if I could get some detail out of this here. There you go. But you can see the roof right there, and on the doors here. So it's pretty cool, man. You know, and these are features that you see on, you know, on higher priced cars, you know, cars that are $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, you know, even more. And here it is on a $66,000 car. And this is pretty much the going price of these things. I would lift up the hood. BMW recommends not lifting up the hood. And I don't know why, because the hood is metal. They said it will crack and stuff. Well, if it cracks, I guess it's supposed to be like carbon fiber, but that's metal. This is clearly metal. There's nothing that's going to crack. They just want to scare you from going inside here because of the high voltage hybrid system that's in this car. So it is a hybrid, for those who don't know. And it's pretty cool because we have a plug-in here. It's not just like a Prius hybrid where you don't plug it in, you just run off the generator, but you have to plug in right here. Right here, glows, all cool and stuff, and it shows you the different type of settings here. And then, you know, over here, you know, we have the gasoline port. Now, I can't just open this because it's pressurized, and you have to hit a button inside the cockpit in there, and then it will depressurize the gas cap for you. And then it will tell you when it's ready to open. Then you can open it. If not, you can't open it. I don't know. You know, just a little quirk, a little thing about the car. You know, it just makes it unique in its own right. Never heard of that before. But it's a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine. Now, these cars have depreciated. Obviously, this is a 2016. It's only 3 years old, and it's already 60% off. You know, and people are like, "Well, why is it so cheap?" It's probably because it's underpowered. You know, people are looking at Teslas, and you know, Teslas are blowing the doors off of $2 million cars. You know, why wouldn't it blow the doors off of a $150,000 car too? And really, you know, the 0 to 60, you're going to find out that it ranges from like 4.1 to 4.4, whoever you ask, I guess. I'm searching for a tune for it. It's really hard to find tunes for these things. Tune will give it like, you know, extra 35 horsepower. You know, but that's like 10%. It's only got like 367 horsepower. It's less than my M3, but it's just as fast as my M3. And the thing feels faster. It's got so much torque. It's like 420 foot-pounds of torque. And the thing just skedaddles, man. It really gets up and goes. It's got the same shark fin, you know, but you get a lot of attention in the car. Everybody just kind of gawks at it. It's just not something you see on the road every day. And that's, you know, that's what I like about it. You know, I like the attention. Plus, it's a BMW. And I'm a BMW guy, and it just made sense to just get one. if I wanted another one. You know, I could have got a brand new M4. They had a really, really nice yellow one. If you looked at my Instagram, I think I posted that on there too. It was roughly about the same price, but I mean, how many M3s am I going to get? I mean, M4 is just a two-door M3. You know, they changed the name to M4, which I never agreed with that, but that's just the way it is. But I've had 4, and I just wanted something different this time. I've always been interested. I think you've heard me talk about in my videos or write some comments about how I was seriously looking at electric. And, you know, a lot of people are joking on me. Oh, man, you don't want to go electric. Yes, I do. You know, I actually do. And so I decided to run it with a hybrid, just because the electric is the i3. And that thing is just, to me, I don't know. It's just a weird car. But so is this one. You know, it's a weird looking car. A lot of people call it a spaceship. And it kind of feels like one. You know, you put the Falcon doors up and it just looks futuristic. At night, it just looks futuristic. You know, it just, everything about it. You know, I opted for the, you know, Sophisto gray metallic with the, I guess they are calling it like a frozen gray accent. It's not because I chose it, it's because of what they had on the lot. I got it from a certified BMW place, and you know, they had to replace a couple things, so I got brand new struts on both sides here, and they talked about they're like a rear strut tower or rear strut braces had hairline cracks in them, so they replaced both of those for me, replaced both my door seals around. This one was fine, but you know, they ordered 2 and got me 2. So, and you know, overall, I'm pretty happy. You know, I'll explain. You know, I'll talk about my certified pre-owned experience in another video. But you know, let's open it up. Let's pull it out here, take a better look at it. Okay, so when you first get in the car, the first thing you're gonna notice that when you put your foot on the brake here and hit the start button, you see this really looks cool orangish. Listen to the car and then watch the light. It just sounds cool. Now I'll have my seatbelt on. I guess I'll put it on, stop the chime. Oh, there we go. Turn this down. And right now, you don't hear anything, but the car's on. All right, see how I got the parking brake on, right? But if I were to go and put this, got this thing right here. Okay, neutral, reverse, and watch, I can move. You can hear the electric engine. I'm just, you know, I'm just moving. It's telling me I'm gonna hit a bunch of stuff, and that's okay. It's a little tight fit in here. But if you wanted to sneak out of the house, this is definitely the car to do it. I'll try to pull it out a little bit more here, because you got my car in the way here. So I think I'll move my car over here. That way we get more room. Okay, so here's what all the ravings about. The doors, man. Those Falcon doors are just, look at that. I got even a crazy little bug. It's all about it. But this thing just looks really, 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 really cool. Just looks pretty mean with the doors up. And you know, that's the big clincher with this thing. And when people see the doors go up like this, they immediately are looking at it. You know, but for the most part, it does kind of look just like a normal car. And it is pretty cool. The back end, you know, I do want to get like they make like a little wing right here. Kind of like a lip. It does have something here. You see that? But I want something a little bit bigger. But for the most part, that's what gets all the attention. So if you're riding around with it and you got a buddy in the car, everybody's just gonna stare at you. You gotta get the thumbs up. You gotta get all that stuff, and it's kind of cool. But I mean, look at that thing. I mean, for 66 grand, it's really, really hard to beat that look right there. even with the bug crawling all over it. So probably should shut the door before it gets in there. But I'll go through and I'll talk about the features and everything else in another video. You know, I mean, there's a gazillion videos online about it, but yeah, I'll go and I'll talk about it and do a bunch of videos on this thing. Bring it to like Cars and Coffee or something like that, and just kind of overall show you everything about it. You know, being a BMW enthusiast is a little bit different than a YouTuber whose parents are rich, or they just made a bunch of money on YouTube and they wanted an i8 and never owned a BMW before. So I can really compare this car to a bunch of other BMWs that I had, and really give you a good like honest BMW enthusiast opinion about the car. And so far I'm going to tell you this thing is it's a work of art, man. It is a modern marvel. You know, it's going to be outdated in 10 years, sure, but it's still, you know, a BMW i8. All right, guys, so until next time, thanks for watching. You know, if you like my channel, go subscribe. So this is the new one. I got more DIYs coming on the M3 over there, so I just did one the other day. Just been trying to get all the videos together and, you know, get them all released for you. But this is the new ride, and